Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. Wanted to do a semi-quick follow-up on that last video about Hemet, my rock bottom. So if you like these sort of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Uh, or follow if you're seeing it on TikTok. Uh, so where we left off, that I had that run-in with the skinhead, and a couple days later, I couldn't stay at the hotel no more. I was out of money. So somebody let me come and stay with them. And this was far from the ideal situation, but it was a roof over my head, barely. But it was what it was, and this is what happens in addiction. It basically takes you and just drives you down and continues to drive you down. So I'm staying with this guy, and basically what I'm going to get to in this story is when I got my first case in Riverside County. Now, keep in mind, I'm already on probation in Los Angeles County and in San Bernardino County. And I'll tell stories on how that all came about as we go here. But so I'm wanted. I didn't check in with Riverside, or not. I'm sorry, not Riverside, with Los Angeles or San Bernardino counties. So I got warrants, and I'm on the run. Excuse me, and just running and gunning, and when you're on the run, all of a sudden you don't care about the law anymore. I'm destined to. I'm thinking I'm destined to go to prison at this point. So, I'm really not caring much about anything at this point. I'm really down, and I'm just existing basically, and I'm tired. I'm so tired, and this is, what happens in addiction. It starts off as a party, and early on, everybody wants to give you something for free, and they want to party and they want to hook you up, and then the further down you go, you become like a piranha to everybody. Nobody wants you around. And especially now with my circumstances, I got a bunch of angry skinheads that basically want to come and get me, and nobody wants me around. But this one guy took me in, and I was appreciative of that. So basically, my sack is dwindling because, when he wants to pack a bowl or something, I can't say no. So, we're doing that. And so this one night, where he stays in San Jacinto, which is, I believe it's a little bit north of Hemet. So he stayed in these apartments on, I believe it was Ramona Boulevard near the high school. And there's a AM/PM a little ways down the road, maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. And, I don't have a car. I don't have anything at this point. I'm really down and out. And so it's like 2 a.m, and I run out of cigarettes. So I'm on straight tweaker mode on the bicycle, heading down to the AM/PM to get a pack of Camel Wides. Like that was the cigarette of choice, I guess you would say, at that point in my life. And so, I start pedaling on down there. Don't have a light on there, like straight tweaker mode. And I'm pedaling, and, I get maybe about halfway there, and I see a sheriff's cruiser coming my way, one of them SUVs. It's like a Ford Bronco or something. This is probably around 2003. And, I'm So I'm pedaling down. I see the cruiser. He passes me, immediately flips a bitch. He's coming for me. I know he is. So I start pedaling my ass. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. I'm trying to get away. The chase is on. And there's a little dive motel across the street I want to say on the south side of the street. And I cut in there thinking that it goes through, that I can get out the other side. And so, nope, like there's an abandoned swimming pool in the middle with a fence around it. And like it's a completely blocked, nowhere to go. So I know what's up. I stand up, put my hands up, and wait for the sheriff to catch up. So now I want to speak on this a little bit because I'm running and gunning, and like I said, I'm tired. And the sheriff pats me down. He doesn't find anything on me, but I got something in my sock, like maybe about $100 worth of product. And he says, yeah, you got warrants, which I knew. You know what I mean? So now I'm in the back of the sheriff's cruiser, and I tell the sheriff, I said, hey, I got something in my sock that you didn't catch. You might want to go ahead and get that out of there before we get into the facility and I catch a new charge, because I knew I wouldn't make it through the strip search and all that stuff. So he gets it, and he basically tells me, hey, I appreciate your honesty on that. And basically tells me we're right in between the 3 county facilities for Riverside, right in between Robert Presley, the Banning Road Camp, and Southwest Detention Center. Now, I have no experience whatsoever with Riverside County, so I don't know what's what. Banning Road Camp would have been the choice. I would find out later as I'd eventually visit all these facilities. But, I tell him, hey, whatever's clever, let's just take me wherever it's good. So he ends up taking me to Southwest Detention Center, which was, in my opinion, the worst facility of the 3. And there's a whole nother story with that almost riot that occurred like my first day in. But basically the message of the day is, if you remain sober and you work for a living, you won't have to worry about being in these situations. Life isn't always what we want it to be, but trust me, your worst day out here is 100 times better than your best day in there. So don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.